using the Big Bear head bunny is very hard to match. This one is super cute. We're going to start off with a fully inflated 260 and 2 pinch twists. Okay, then we're going to take the end here and fit it in between those pinch twists, wrapping it around tightly to make a full loop. Then we're going to split this in half to make 2 ears. Okay, we're going to set this aside for a moment. Then we need a 360. Doesn't matter how much we inflate this, we're actually only using a small section of it. We're going to tie this off, and then we're going to bend these, and they're going to make little arms that kind of sit out to the side like this. So we're going to bend this, and to make a permanent bend, we're just changing the pressure inside the balloon. I'm kind of squishing the air out, and if you apply force in both directions, that does help it stay. You can always squeeze from the bottom there to help out with that as well. So we're going to twist that, then 2 pinch twists. Then ideally we want both these arms to be about the same size. So whatever method you're using to bend them, you want to try to be consistent with that so it stays relatively close to the same size. Okay. So that's all we need. We're going to cut off the rest and tie that off. And again, you can rework that a little bit to try to make it closer to the same. And we're going to set that aside too. Now with Big Bear heads, inflating, the way you inflate them is very important to help make sure that they don't pop. We want to try to get the lobes to inflate first. So we're going to manipulate this and squish down to put the air into the side. Then we're going to add a little bit more air, and it might come back on you. That's okay. We're going to start off by just trying to get these filled in. And we're going to add a little bit more air. And force it over to one side. And you can squish it so that they both fill up. So if you don't get those to fill, it gets too much pressure here, and then it'll explode out to either side and create a tear. So now that we have those 3 sections filled up, we're going to add some more air to fill in the bottom. So for a lot of designs, these are actually going to be ears. For this design, we're actually flipping it around this way. The ears are going to attach up here, arms are going to go in here, and these are going to be legs. We're going to start off by twisting this. And that just secures that so the air isn't still moving around and causing too much pressure in areas where we don't want it. We're going to take this and just lock it in, twisting that around. Now, even without those ears, this is still a really cute doll. You can add a bow on top if you wanted to, or just draw a face on there, and kids are going to be very happy to get this little guy too. Now, to make a bunny, we're going to take those and add the ears on now too. I like to wrap that around very securely, and then kind of wrap the head around the opposite direction so nothing comes undone. Now you can lay these down sideways like this and leave them floppy like that, or point them out to the front. It's entirely up to you. And you can show the kids that they can manipulate that as well, so they can kind of play with it a little bit more like a doll or an action figure, and make it how they want. So yeah, you could leave the ears floppy out to the side like that, or point them up in the middle like that too. So when drawing the face, I like to start off with the nose going right down the center. And then we're going to do little half circles splitting off on either side. You can add those little dots for whiskers. And then this part, we're just going to do a little trapezoid kind of shape and then split that for the teeth. Then we're going to bring the eyes up here. fill those in or color them in depending on, you know, how big the line is. You might want to just make or simplify your artwork and not spend too much time on it. And we're going to do whiskers. And then if you want to, you can add eyelashes and eyebrows as well. Okay, so in my opinion, this is very hard to make a cuter bunny than this. But you don't always have these shapes available, and you might want to just make a smaller bunny with 2/6 as well. We're going to show you that in the next video.